Opie is back in his bag, and Brother Joe is getting them bars out of it. So Opie trashes Joe here, pretty good one liner. But I mean, Joe Cumia is embarrassing at this point. I don't really talk about him that much. I'm not down with the whole call up and cancel his gig thing, to write bad reviews. But let's also not pretend that there's not an element of him that likes that and encourages it with his insane responses to it. The dude just types up, like, that ONA subreddit talks about him all day, but he also talks about them all day. And it's pretty pathetic. So his new thing now is he's going to start a podcast. It's going to be uncensored, man. He's going to tell it like it is. Yuck. By the way, it will not be on Compound Media because Anthony doesn't want anything to do with that. But I mean, this is just a sad state of affairs. This man's pathetic. You notice, like I said, I don't support people calling up gigs and trying to mess with them that way. But you notice nobody's calling up Opie's brothers' gigs or jobs or restaurant F.H. Riley's. No one's harassing Jim Norton's sister. Why you, Joe? Oh, because you put yourself out there like that. Opie's brother, he's on Twitter and that, but he just runs a restaurant. Nobody bothers him. Nobody calls up F.H. Riley's and orders 1,000 pizzas or anything. Only you, because you put out that energy. So, after Joe announces that he's starting a stupid podcast, I don't care. This guy, Tim Vincent, says, I hear Westwood One is a good platform. And this guy says, yeah, they'll pick up any old hack. But this guy informed Opie, hey, Opie Radio, apparently Joseph Cumia is starting a podcast, and someone mentioned putting it on Westwood One, and here is response. And that was Joe Cumia taking a shot at Opie, saying, yeah, they'll pick up any old hack. Now you have to remember, he's very mad when he sent out that tweet that we're not the Opie. So when Opie said he's not the Cumia business or something, he took it personal. But he said they'll pick up any hack, and Opie just says, pathetic if true. And it is pathetic. I mean, you're Joe Cumia. You have nothing of interest to say. The most interesting thing you said was outside when those two people, there was like more protesters than people actually went to go get a book signed at your brother's book signing, and you dropped that gem. Wait. So you're saying speech makes you racist? Oh, he dropped that gem of a friggin' response. Wait. Are you saying that speech makes you... Yeah, stupid. Like, and he really thought he had a good point. He's so stupid. He's really as dumb as they come. He really is a dumb dude. Opie just gave him a good smashing back. Pathetic if true. And like, once again, you're the brother. You're not Anthony. No one wants your podcast. Don't talk. You notice Opie's brothers aren't trashing Anthony. Jim Norton's sister ain't trashing Anthony Opie publicly on Twitter. Why are you so involved, dude? Why, like, friggin' Joe is almost like, those stage moms. Like, you can tell they're really in it for themselves and not their kids. Like, stop trying to make it about you, stupid. And Opie gave him that good bar back and, like, straight up trashed him. You messed with the wrong brother, man. Yeah, but, yeah, Joe Cumia, and what's your stupid band name, To You? What kind of a grown man is in a cover band? Ask yourself that question. You stink and no one likes you. Now go play someone else's songs while your brother pays your allowance. You bald creep. Stupid Joe. To You. Really. Freaking cover band at... Joe... How old... I think Joe literally is 60. That is very, very sad. You stink.